did now.
Oh, okay, then let's explore this. Why don't you know how to start it?
I've ran out. I've uh, I've done enough. The voices are all gone, Rob. Every single one of them has been expressed through my vocal cords in one way or another, and I can't seem to create or to think of any further additions of how to make introductions. Like every great show, things dry up sometimes.
How does that make you feel? Do the intro.
Well, we're here. Uh,
Yeah, we made it.
Non-physical form. We're separated through states again. You've gone back to the land that you now call home, Burbank, California. Burbank Bob is here though. He's on the show. He's on the program. We missed him dearly, even though it's been a couple episodes. Rob.
I know. I saw Goff was on.
Yep.
I didn't listen yet. Did he have anything to say?
He always has stuff
Did
to
he
say.
listen to? Did he listen to our 5 year?
Yeah, he enjoyed it. He was part of it. So that was the last time you were on the 5 year anniversary, and thanks for all people who participated in that. That was great. Let's get to it, shall we? Shall we talk about the beers that we be drinking?
Yeah.
Well, I'm drinking, Rob, a Panda Party from Forbidden Root Brewing Company. And what Panda Party is, it is a black lager with vanilla and toasted oak. No crazy descriptions or nothing. That's it. That's what it is. 5.5 ABV, 0 on the IBU. Toasted marshmallow style Panda Party. A black lager. Would you think that's more like a stout, pretty much, or just is it a lager with a different hue?
I think it's a lager with a different hue.
Okay, you could be right. And you're drinking Golden Road Brewing's Wolf Pup Session IPA. Hoppy and refreshing, Wolf Pup is our riff on a session IPA. Highly drinkable with a widely aromatic, tropical, and citrus character. It's a perfect companion to keep on sipping for those long sunny days. And you had a long sunny day today.
I did.
4.5 ABVs, 50 on the IBUs. Discuss your warm sunny day. So you went on a hike, and you really have stepped up that Facebook game, Rob. Ever since you went down to Cali, you've been able to post pictures and show everybody that you're living the good life.
Yeah, it's nice to have something to See, look at this shit.
I can't look at it.
God.
Well, I took a sip out of my beer, and I would say, it tastes like a stout. They say black lager, but it tastes like a stout. I don't really get... I get maybe some toastiness to it, but not a lot of marshmallow or not a lot of vanilla, as they say. I get the toasted oak for sure.
Oh, I'm going to tell you this. Wolf Pup is starting out bad out the gates.
Dripping all over you.
I bought a 6-pack of this, and I've had 3 of them. None of them have I opened without them exploding all over the place.
Yeah.
Bought them. They've been sitting for quite some time. I didn't drop them. I didn't shake them. I didn't kick them around.
Just a bad batch.
I guess so. The beer itself is actually pretty good, though.
Okay. Standard IPA or what?
It's got a little bit of a bitterness on the back end. I don't know. I gotta say, right now, IPAs aren't my favorite. Hazy IPAs are where I'm at. That's my go-to now.
Yeah, those are good. I like them.
I can't tell you the difference between a hazy IPA and a regular IPA, except for the fact that one of them is what I prefer.
Okay.
I still, even though I drink more beer now than I have my entire life, I'm not a connoisseur of the art.
Okay. Cool.
Sound disappointed with that.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Rob, I watched the series finale of Better Call Saul, which prolonged this recording a little bit. I got to say, for it being the last episode and wrapping up the series, meh.
They're always that way.
It was a bummer.
It's the hardest episode to write. Cut them some slack.
Is it though? I mean, it wasn't like horrible. I get why they did what they did, but at the same time, it left me wanting more.
I think you're supposed to go watch Breaking Bad. Then.
Nope.
I don't know. I've not seen one episode of Better Call Saul.
It
I know what it chronicles. I know all the. So many people have told me, "Oh, you got to watch it."
it's good, but it doesn't leave you wanting to watch Breaking Bad because the series finale happened after Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay. So, all right, interesting.
Yes, yes. So it's
I
like
would like to see how they did that, but
it's good, and like you would like it for the artistic takes that it had because in Better Call Saul it had it was a majority of it was a prequel, right, leading up to the events of Breaking Bad, and then anything that was in the future post Breaking Bad was shot in black and white and shown in black and white. Anything from
okay. So
anything in the past was in color.
Nice.
But then there was some times where there'd be some color in the Breaking Bad things, or in the past things, or in the future things.
Thought the past was in color.
Right. It was. There'd be future scenes with some color in it on certain things, like when a person was watching the Better Call Saul commercial, that was in color, but everything else was in black and white. Stylistic choices.
The Better Call commercial was made in the past.
Right.
Yeah,
it's good. Like reverse Wizard of Oz.
That's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff that when I go like, why was there not somebody in the room to ask this question? Like they had somebody in the room that said, shouldn't the ad be in color because it was technically filmed before Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good show. It was a wild ride. I'm a little disappointed with the ending though.
I don't know. I'm always disappointed with the ending of everything. I don't think I've ever watched the ending of something I liked and I'm like, oh, that was a great ending. Well, Breaking Bad was really good. The ending was Breaking Bad was pretty solid. Huh? Okay. Yeah.
You don't think so?
I just I don't think it was what everybody hyped it up to be. Can you hear me okay? Am I good on the mic?
Yeah, it's fine.
You want me to put on the headphones?
No, you're good.
All right. I just know that you have problems with that.
How do you think this podcast should end, Rob? What should our podcast finale be? How much longer can we go? Are there things that haven't been said? Are there stories that have been left untold? Are there people that have been left unspoken to? How do we wrap up a finale of a podcast of something that's necessarily you don't have to listen to it chronologically. You can listen at any time, at any point. How do you do that?
Yeah, but I think you get more out of it if you listen to it from the beginning.
Really?
I don't know. I haven't done that. I mean, obviously, in terms of if you want a story of two guys that have no sway over society or people whatsoever, yeah, it's better from the beginning. If you're just here for whatever, I don't know. What do people get out of this podcast in the first place? The 5-year show really put some thoughts in my head about how we do nothing.
About how what?
How we do nothing.
We do nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Rob, the last time I saw you was at a bachelor party. Over the course of a weekend, we were drinking brewskis, enjoying ourselves. I saw you doing something that made me upset.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Smoking a cigarette?
Yeah. Not just a cigarette. Multiple cigarettes. Have you smoked cigarettes since your return to California?
No, but I also didn't smoke cigarettes on Saturday.
Just on what? Oh, just on Friday.
I smoked so many cigarettes on Friday. On Saturday, I was like, no, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, and you also went to bed at like 7:00 that night too, which is probably which I was kind of jealous of you, to be honest. I was left in a weird space because I was in a different mindset than everybody else. I was on I'm not going to drink a lot. I'm going to drink a lot of water because I don't want to feel like shit tomorrow mindset.
Oh, yeah.
It was interesting. I think my attitude towards drinking has changed, Rob. I kind of prefer only having a few.
That's good. You shouldn't, you should never puke in your 30s from drinking.
Yeah. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing it. I don't like, because I was at another bachelor party this last weekend, and thankfully I wasn't drinking a lot because there was like a period where I hadn't drank for like 4 hours, and then my toilet in my house overflowed and the water started going into my basement. So I had to leave said bachelor party to take care of that.
Oh,
Pretty cool, huh?
I mean, it's something. I don't know if cool is the word I'd use, but
Life is a monotonous ride, isn't it?
couldn't Carissa take care of that?
I mean, it's kind of hard for her to do when she's got a 2-month-old baby, and then she got Ashton too.
Okay,
She did.
sorry. She's a new age woman. I forgot.
She did majority of the cleanup, but some things had to be left to superhero Drew. You know?
Yeah, anything requiring a wrench.
No, there was no wrenches. No wrenches required. Had to use the shop vac and move the dehumidifier, run some fans, use a carpet shampooer, things like that.
Part of me hopes that she can hear me, but I know she can't probably.
She's sitting right there.
Yeah, but I'm in your headphones only, aren't I?
So far, this podcast fucking sucks.
It does. It's terrible. We should start over, and you should do a character. And...
Not good. Not good. But how would you end a podcast? How do podcasts end? Didn't Harmontown came to an end, right? How did they conclude their journey? Did they have an episode of a lot of silence and a lot of people going,
no train of thought? Yeah, I mean, no, they brought back some people, and
I don't. So I'm asking you.
I don't remember the ending episode because I don't like ending episodes of anything. If it was up to me, it'd be murder suicide. You pick who does what.
So how do we do that? You have to be in the same place as me, and you're not going to be coming back to good old Wisco for quite some time, huh?
I mean, to end the podcast, I guess I could spend the money on a plane ticket.
Would it really be worth it though?
I mean, for me, I'm just erased from existence, but you got kids and stuff, so probably not.
Erased from existence. No, we got some other people to talk to. You've been doing a lot of fun stuff in California. It seems you went on a long hike and journey. Did you on these hikes? What do you think about? What do you? What is your goal? Are you spiritually awoken? Do you dodge mountain lions? Do you meet people? And how was your Snapchat relationship going?
What kind of line of questioning is that?
There's two questions in one.
Sneak it in.
2 questions in one. You can answer whichever one you want first, but they have to both be answered.
I'll answer them both at the same time. I went on the hike so that I can impress my Snapchat relationship.
Oh, really?
No, that's not true at all.
Oh.
If it was, that'd be great. I wish I had, just because of how you asked the question. No, I don't know. When I go out there, I just taking it in. But honestly, I thought about you while I was hiking.
Oh yeah.
Because
Drew's fat ass couldn't do this.
What's that?
You thought Drew's fat ass could not do this.
No. You need to be you're so negative always. I was like, Drew would be proud of me because I set a goal to get to the radio tower the next time I went out there hiking. And that's what I did.
Nice.
And that's a long trek, and it's a lot of up and down. I actually was a little worried a couple times going down some of these slopes where I lost my footing and was just sliding down the side. And I was like, if I sprain my ankle right now, it's going to be 95 degrees today, and it's not going to be a fun experience out there.
So you're not moved in any way. It's more just of a goal, and I mean the views look nice, but
the view is nice, but I didn't sit and if I would get out there earlier when it was sun's coming up and it's kind of cool, so but honestly it was just getting so hot right at the beginning that I was just kind of trekking along.
Yeah.
And taking in the sights on the other side of the hills, because I don't get to see that side because I went to the other side from where there's a side that looks at Burbank, and then there's the other side, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I don't like, I just take in like there's no traffic noise, there's no people, there's no. I did a couple of times, put my arms out, like I was singing a little bit.
Were there other people around? What were you singing? What song were you singing?
I was singing some Neil Young.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
you're not a Neil Young fan?
What Neil Young
Neil
song?
Young. I think random lines from from random songs because I don't know any of the songs in completion. Ohio, Old Man, like
What does
Beetle
that
and the.
What does
What's
that
that?
say about you? What would your
Uh,
therapist say about that? Neil Young. Only specific lines of the songs. I'd be
I
more
don't know.
impressed if it was Neil Diamond.
Well, I almost listened to Neil Diamond this morning, but I was listening to Neil Young instead. That's
Really?
funny that you say that.
It
Yeah.
would have been nice if you had just got to the top of that hill and you just went 1, 2, 3, 4, bop bop, ba da da bop bop bop. He's got a
Yeah,
song like
but
that, right?
he does. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I think it is. I think that's Neil Diamond. I'd have to roll through it, and we're not gonna waste tape on that. But tape because we're using a cassette deck.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, but no, it's one. I get out there and I was just trying to clear my head, man. I was actually pretty. I had some anxiety issues last week, so
Why?
I don't know. Just I reverted to my old self for like 2 days.
What does that mean? Like your
Uh,
Wisconsin self? Which version of yourself? There's been many. We've experienced a lot of them. Were you at around like Facebook Roberts kind of mind frame?
I don't remember where I was when Facebook Robert was a thing. Um, the self critical, like, oh, nobody, like, people just pretend to like you, and you're not a good person. That type of mentality.
Oh, I have
Uh,
that too.
I know you do. You're very vocal. I wish you would get over it, but so like that last week I was like really I wasn't sleeping well and all that stuff. So like I went to the park and I had a kind of epiphany where I was like I just rolled through the things that I've done that I'm kind of proud of. I was like, oh, I'm actually doing fine. I'm doing fine. And I thought going out up in the mountains would only be a bigger experience of that maybe than going just to the park in town here.
Did it help?
Yeah, it helped a lot.
Interesting. Interesting. And now you're back in the Burbank Bob mindset.
Yeah, yep. And I definitely did burn today. I don't know if it's the light or I actually have just got so much sun that I'm radiating the orange that you see.
Did
They
you
can't see it.
did you put on sunscreen?
No.
Well, that's why you got burns, you idiot. Sunscreen is important. You know melanoma is no joke, Robert. Is that what you
Well,
want?
maybe I'll find out. I don't know.
Maybe you'll find out. Shut your goddamn mouth. You want to take your happy ass all the way across the country just to get some skin cancer? That's what you want to achieve? You
Hey,
fucking doofus.
I'm all about trying new things, Drew.
No, no, no. Shame on you, Robert. Shame on you.
Except for sunscreen. That's one new thing I will not try.
You need to try sunscreen. You need to put it on your body because it protects you from the harmful radiation of the ultraviolet rays that come down on planet Earth courtesy of the sun. And because
But
of
then my hands get all oily.
and you're walking up a fucking mountain at 95-degree temperatures. You're gonna get oily anyways, bitch. It's called sweat. And then you come down the bottom of the mountain, and then some hottie's looking at you, and you're like, "Yeah, I did make that trek, honey. Want to come home?" And then you smack her in the butt, and you get a fucking In-N-Out burger.
Is that how it works?
I think
Because
so.
I put my shirt back on when I see women coming up the trail. That's not a lie either. That happened today.
Well, I don't know. Back to love though. The Facebook relationship. How's it going? Or not Facebook? The Snapchat one. You still snapping? Still chatting?
I'm still snapping. Yep.
Oh, okay. Good for you. Good for you.
I don't know how much longer it'll last, but
She doesn't listen to this, does she?
it doesn't matter if she did.
Okay. How does
She
that?
wouldn't understand.
How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel good, but it also is. It is what it is, you know.
Does it
It's
feel?
a thing
Does it feel real, or does it feel like a simulation?
oh, it doesn't feel like a simulation.
No.
Like I think that's my issue with it, is that it does feel real, and I have a problem with that because I have
Okay.
such a problem with the idea of doing those things, like being in a thing with somebody online. That seems so
Uh-huh.
weird and to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
The more real it seems, the more I go. I gotta break away from this shit.
Well, because yeah, what's the outcome? I know what the potential
Yeah,
outcome
that's
is.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's like setting. It's like buying a dog. Like it's only so long before heartbreak.
oh. Yeah, I don't know about that. But I would say yes, buying a dog
That's if
is
you don't like your dogs.
no. Well, I've said it before. Buying a dog or buying a pet of any sort is it's just a future depressive episode because if things go right, you are going to die before I do, and then I'm gonna have to deal with it. So I'm gonna spend
Oh, I thought you were saying if things go right, I'll die before the hand of the dog.
if things go wrong, I die before you, and you eat me. Right?
Dogs won't do that.
Dogs won't do that. Cats would.
Cats do that. That's why cats are not worth having.
Potentially in the situation you're in, your significant other might eat you too if you're dead. You never know.
It's true.
In a post-apocalyptic world where people are fucking
I'd be all
hungry,
for that, though.
you'd be all for getting eaten.
Yeah.
Would you, in your will, if you had like the opportunity to say, have some dying wishes, we're in the Walking Dead type of world, food is scarce, and that's kind of what you do. Like it's like, well, when a person dies, we hack off the bad parts and then we eat the good parts. Would you leave any dying wishes in which you'd be like, no, a Brian from down the street cannot have a single slice?
Oh man.
That's a Walking Dead episode I want to see. Where it's like the person's so stubborn that like they're on that last thread, but they're like, no, you have to tell me that Carol is not going to get a bite. I'm not going to be eaten by, like, after all she's done to me and my family, I'll be damned if she even gets a pinky toe.
Yeah, you're like, if I don't get your promise on this now, I'm gonna feed myself to a zombie, and then I'll be tainted meat,
Right.
and you'll get nothing.
Another thing that bothers me about The Walking Dead, Rob, you never see anybody using the bathroom. There's got to be a small percentage of people taking a shit in a forest, get eaten, and then they're a pants down zombie. Do those zombies like somehow just shuffle their way out of the pants, or are they always getting up and tripping?
Those zombies are the zombies that are crawling on the ground because once they fall, they can't get back up.
Yeah, do zombies know how to get up?
I'm trying to think if I've ever seen one get up in the show. I'm sure that they have to.
I don't know.
Because they come out of nowhere all the time. Somehow in that show, like, zombies make so much freaking noise in the show.
They get back up. Because, like, odds are, like, if you get bit by a zombie, you're not standing up. You're not going to, like, remain standing, right?
Yeah, no. I agree. I think that zombies get up, but zombies that become zombies taking a poop, they eventually lose their feet because they keep tripping so much in their rotting skin.
Yeah.
I think they rot the pants off.
Okay. All right. That's something that, Robert Kirkman didn't think of. And I want some answers.
I would like to think that he did think of it, but the network was like, it's just too edgy.
Too edgy. They showed Glenn getting his head smashed in. But the bathroom scenes are too much.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I give a spoiler or not, but
the show's over, isn't it?
No, they're doing the last season, and now that's like a show too. Like I kind of stopped watching it, but now I need to get caught up so I can watch the last episode and probably be disappointed.
You will be.
You know what last episode really blew? Or last season really sucked? Dexter was fucking horrible. Chris hasn't seen it yet.
I didn't go back and watch it, I don't think.
No? How about How I Met Your Mother? Did you watch that?
Yeah, that one I did.
Chris says Game of Thrones.
I just heard that somebody was Allison Hannigan.
Yeah.
She was dishing out that she didn't like the last season.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought the last season was fine.
With the last episode, how it ended. Kind of lame.
Yeah, why was that lame?
Because he goes through this elaborate this entire series worth talking to these kids about how they met their mother, and then just like, you silly goof, father, mom's dead. And anyways, you love Aunt Robin anyways. Go get that piece. I guess we're just your sex trophies from the previous relationship. You had to wait for her to die, and now you can really go to the one you love. Boy, golly, are you a fool.
But that's the joke of the show, is it not? That he's not telling them the story of how he met their mother. He's telling them the story of how he never loved their mother.
I guess so.
No, that's like I said though, there's not a lot of shows that I really enjoy that when they end, I'm like 100% on board with the ending, because I don't want shows to. This. I've talked about this. I used to not watch the last seasons of shows so that I didn't have. I still haven't seen the last seasons of X-Files because I always have new David Duchovny Mulder moments to look forward to.
But you'll never watch them.
But they're there. He's immortalized.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I did.
I've never seen a single episode of Game of Thrones, Robert.
It's good for you.
And now
you saved yourself a lot of time.
And now I'm at a point where Krista wants to watch it with me, but I've gone so long. Do we stop the streak now, or what
it's not a show that's worth keeping that streak. Just watch the show.
Is it really that good?
It is good.
I hear there's a lot of wieners in it.
I don't know if that's true.
There's a lot of wieners in it?
No, that's the books, I think.
There's a lot in the books. They go into graphic detail about wieners, or what?
I didn't read the books, but I just know the South Park episode talks about it.
Who is it? Is it Edward Snowden? Yeah, John Snowden. Whatever. Edward Snowden, as he slays the dragon, he comes out in his wheelie. Oh boy, it was really erect because he was full of joy and what's that one A word? What's that called? Adrenaline. That's what it is. And then he goes and he sits on that weird fucking throne thingy made of swords or whatever, and boy, did his tallywhacker really hit the bottom of that thing sitting down. Oh yes.
Well, little known fact is that the throne looks like it's made of swords, but if you zoom in, all dicks.
Okay.
That's where Reek's dick went to. You don't know what that means, but you'll find out.
What was that noise?
It's my phone.
Oh.
I got a notification.
Yeah? Is it a Snapchat?
It said, "Pick it up. The episode needs to be better."
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm running out of juice, man. It's almost 10:30 where I'm at, in Wisconsin time, in the real world time, not like in Fantasyland with you in California where it's not even 8:30 yet.
Okay, well, I would beg to argue that I'm in the better time zone.
Are you in the better time zone? Is there such thing?
Football gets done earlier.
There's no such thing as time, Rob. There's only now.
Oh, deep. What would
Would you shut that thing off?
Yeah, let me do that.
You sure it's your phone? What else you got going on in there? Oh my God, it's going on again.
I just turned it to vibrate, man.
Oh, it's vibrating. It's vibrating.
There, we're good.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a lackluster episode where I'm just I'm kind of tired and I don't know what to talk about.
We can talk about TV and stuff. I don't care. I will say we should. I need to. We got that guest coming up. He wants to be on the show.
Yeah,
I'm reading his book right now. I joined a book club.
Book club, huh? Is it good?
Yeah, well, it's a book club that's been in existence since 2018, but they invited me because I'm reading Rob Weldon's book, and they were meeting at the bar that I go to, and I happened to have the book with me while I was there.
Is it good?
It is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
I enjoy it's interesting to read a book about a place like that takes place where you're living, and you get to talk to the author.
Yeah.
Like the author. That's it's very interesting. I've never had that. Obviously, that's the hard thing to get.
I noticed this was book 1. Is there going to be more?
He has 7 written, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So
it's a full series.
Oh, okay. And this is the questions I'll have to ask him, or we'll have to ask him when he's on. But did he write them all and then he went for a distribution, or how that work?
Yeah, that's something we'll save till he comes on.
Yeah.
Because his process is very interesting.
You need to set that up. You need to be the first one. This is going to be a groundbreaking moment in Dudes with Bruce history.
He wants to do it next week on Sunday.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
What time? We'll figure it out. We'll find out.
7:30 your time. 7:30 your time.
I think that could work. Maybe. Probably. Very possible.
So.
Very possible.
It'd either be this coming Sunday or next Sunday.
Okay, sounds good.
Whatever works better for you.
For sure. I'll look at my busy calendar. I'll jot them in, get them in there.
Yeah. If you could pencil us in, that'd be great.
I do have a fantasy draft this coming Sunday, and that is important.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Who are you trying to get? Who's your number one pick?
I had one today. I had a fantasy draft today, and I went. It's 6. I got to pick 6, and I ended up getting Cooper Kupp. That's a pretty good get first round. Round 1. He's top 3 picks for sure, and I got him 6th.
Does he play for the Panthers?
Cooper Kupp plays for the Rams.
Is he a wide receiver?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah, he plays for one of those teams that are an animal-based team.
Well, right in your neck of the woods. Are you a Ram fan now?
Apparently not, because I don't know who Cooper Kupp is.
I drafted Sammy Watkins late in the draft because I believe I have faith.
He's a commander. I know.
He's what?
He's a commander. I know that.
Sammy Watkins is on the Packers, dude.
All right.
This is his first year. He got picked up by the Packers, and he wasn't on the
Sure he wasn't on the Commanders last year?
He's on the Chiefs.
Commanders and Chiefs, same thing.
Not really. The fuck? Did you see that light? Oh. There's been some weird shit going on in my house. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, probably a couple weeks ago, my son, Ashton, came out of his room and said, I watched one of my toys move and nobody touched it. And it's
okay, creepiest thing your kid can say to you.
It is creepy, don't you think? And then
the same morning, remember?
Huh?
The same morning I was in there and I told you I felt like somebody
Oh yeah, on the same morning, Carissa was in there and said she felt like somebody was in there with her. Nobody. And then there's been creaks in the hallways. There's been the lights in our garage went off one day. Nobody in there. It's like motion detected. Motion.
I hate to say you had a baby. Is that what's new in the house, man?
Yeah. I don't know. Todd's actually going to come over and we're going to do some stuff.
Yeah. And then you're going to do an investigation?
Yeah. Fuck off. Yeah. Yeah. That's about it.
Are you going to... That's still... I honestly, I remember when Bethany told... when they moved into their house, Bethany told Mike and Kayla that she was afraid of the man in the closet. And her closet in her room has a second door in it. So you open the door and there's a closet, then you walk into it and you turn left and there's another door that goes up to the attic.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, creepy closet, creepy to hear a kid say that. Kids are susceptible to that kind of stuff. I tend to believe them.
Yeah. Well, so we'll see what happens. And maybe we'll follow up in a podcast episode of that regard. Hey man, we can't win every podcast episode. There's not life is boring. Let's be honest. It's all just a routine, dude. I have to DJ a wedding this weekend and next weekend. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not looking forward to it. But money's cool, right?
That's yeah, it's so rad.
Gotta work for that paper, bro, so I can pay my bills.
Yeah, you got to get it so you can give it away.
Yeah.
That's what I love about all this money, man. It keeps coming in, and I stay the same poverty level.
Absolutely. Well, Rob, you want to call it quits? You want to call it a short one? I mean, we can continue rambling, but at this point, nobody's fucking listening.
Is anybody still listening?
Yeah.
I will say this: I've figured out that I really enjoy sign humor.
Sign humor, like of signs or sign language.
Like seeing signs and then making up jokes about them when they're poorly made or
Okay.
or that's all I got. Otherwise,
something to explore. So I drank Forbidden Root Panda
I think someone's in the kitchen.
Panda Party. Yeah, Chris is in the kitchen. It was fine.
Oh.
It was fine. I could really use a good IPA right now, but I don't have any at home. How was your IPA? Was it great?
I mean, it's refreshing. It's a refreshing beer.
That's good.
It's a little bitter, but all in all, it's not. It's like this is what I would stand around like at a barbecue and drink, and it'd be good. It would be like it's not super flavorful, but it's not super like it's not water either.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's just a good, refreshing beer for a hot day. So they nailed it on the.
Yeah, you're getting the extra sizzle down there in Califizzle.
I am.
Rob Dizzle.
Today.
All right.
Sorry this episode sucked, but it's because Drew had to watch Better Call Saul and it's late now.
I did have to watch it. You know, I watched it with the rest of America. What were you doing?
I was rewatching old episodes of Last Week with John Oliver from a year ago.
Well, then it wasn't last week.
Waiting for you to send me this link.
Can you really call it last week today if it was last year?
No, but I think it's a huge marketing hassle if they change everything.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. We clearly don't know anything about marketing. Look at our shit.
Yeah. All right. Would you drink your beer
I've got
again?
8 different names for 8 different accounts. I can't even keep mine straight. Same thing with our hashtags. What is it? Hashtags dudes on the porch. Hashtags brews.
Dudes with brews. Would you
It
drink?
used to be 3 different things. I know that.
Hashtag dudes with brews. Hashtag dudes with brews on the porch. Hashtag beers of Instagram. Hashtag beerstagram. I don't fucking know.
What's our Twitter?
Our Twitter is at dudes on a porch. But that has nothing to do with hashtags.
Twitter does too, doesn't it?
Twitter, you use hashtags on Twitter, but our handle has nothing to do with the hashtags. Our handle is just at dudes on a porch.
All right, my bad. God, I'm still got work to do, man.
Clearly.
Still got work to do.
Would you drink your beer again?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest here, Rob. I will never have another one of these ever again. Even if I really loved it, I wouldn't. There's too many beers. And that's not the type I necessarily lean towards. Never going to drink it again. Drink it today, though.
It's all right. Panda parties are few and far between if you know anything about the panda.
Yeah.
So.
They seem cute and cuddly, but I bet you they're ferocious. They'll fuck you up, those pandas.
They actually did this thing called what's it called? Neotism. Humans did it as well. It's where you were. We can stop. You got to go to sleep.
No, go ahead.
It's where an animal or whatever they revert or they change. Like so, we changed from insectivores to where we ate insects and we ate fruit to becoming carnivores. They changed from being carnivores to being herbivores. Something that happened in their infancy state, I believe.
So you can just go up to one and pet it?
I don't know if I'd do that, but like they don't. I don't think they move much. Pandas are not great animals. Can we get over the fact that they have 2 colors and that makes them cool somehow? Iguanas change colors, or chameleons change colors completely. Nobody finds them cute.
Damn, that hits deep.
Yeah.
The chameleons, huh?
I mean, I don't like chameleons either, but
Why not?
I'm joking. I have nothing chameleons. But pandas, they can just,
Iguanas are creepy.
they are creepy.
Somebody put like a baby iguana on me one time, and I was terrified. I
Do you
didn't
think
like
iguanas are like the punk reptile? Like, you know, like they're the original punk.
they're like a punk rock dog.
Like they used to be chameleons, but then they grew out their like things.
They're mohawks, and then
Yeah.
their mom kicked them out after they came home with a pierced nose.
They kind of look like they have eyeliner on too and stuff.
Yeah. Fucking iguanas, dude. Chameleons, iguanas, pandas. We've come full circle on this episode of absolute nonsense and no coherent
Personally,
thoughts.
I think this is how we end the show completely.
Yeah. All right, last episode ever. Fuck
It's
it.
over.
Yeah, it's done. Goodbye.
I mean, if go back to episode 1, I swear we said we're gonna get to the bottom of animals that change color.
Well, you weren't on episode 1, so you wouldn't know what it's about.
I listened to it.
We talked about aliens. I know.
Animals that change color. Yeah.
All right, there it is. We'll have something interesting next time.
Yeah, we will. We will. You'd think there'd be more, but not this late.
Yeah. Goodbye.